With the Spanish Grand Prix scheduled next weekend at the circuit Barcelona in Catalonia, Mercedes is kind of squeezed to find out solution before the race. The technical staff of the team thought the previous car upgrades would bring the wanted changes for some concrete result, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. The car was porpoising like kangaroo and drivers were struggling in Miami. Lewis Hamilton said that driving such a car is quite difficult. Guys, we're happy to announce that our Formula Zone family is amazingly growing up. As Formula 1 fans, we would be happy to offer you a beautiful poster of your favorite Formula 1 driver. Conditions are too easy. Subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment telling us from which country you follow our videos. Share this with your Formula 1 fans around you. Good luck for all of you. So Lewis, who Imola wasn't his very good place, where he actually had a disastrous result for a legendary driver like him, qualifies his Miami score as not bad. However, the 7 times world champion thinks the team isn't actually improving the way they hoped for this season, insisting on the hard work all the team is doing in the background to change that situation and help push the team forward. Even if this will not be so soon, despite this, Hamilton could extract more performance from the W13, qualifying P6 for the first time ever in Miami Grand Prix. Commenting on this, he said, "I'm generally really happy with the job I did today. I did the best I could with the car I have. It's a very hard car to drive, much better qualifying session than I've had for the last few races. So I'm grateful for that, to be honest. I'll take it. We'll just keep working at it. So much amazing work has gone on in the background. Everyone is working so hard. Unfortunately, I don't think we're necessarily moving forward at the rate we'd like to. The gap is, I think, similar to at the beginning of the year. So we've just to keep our heads down, keep working, keep focused. Eventually we'll get there." Hamilton has just managed one podium finish and still lacks speed and performance so far in 2022. But why the coming Spanish Grand Prix is too important for the 37 years old? What would be the particularity of this race for the two rivals Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen? Well, it's a huge importance in fact, because Lewis Hamilton is about to break another world record, being the driver winning this race since 2017 in succession and one time before 2017, which means the Brit wins 6 Spanish Grand Prix in the previous years. What an incredible result! With this, Hamilton is being on a pair with the German iconic driver Michael Schumacher and will look to break this record in Barcelona at the end of the week to be the first driver in the history of Barcelona circuit to win 7 times. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen has won 3 races so far this season, but his one and only one in Barcelona was in 2016. The Dutch driver aims with his strong RB18 to break Hamilton's 5 years shining in Barcelona and to achieve his second win there since 2016. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, drop a like and activate the bell to be notified of similar videos we post in the next time. So the Silver Arrows 8-time consecutive Constructors champions still haven't found a solution to their car's issue, who still bounces at high speed in straight lines and seriously lacking pace. Thing that made the team stick behind Ferrari and Red Bull this year. The W13 is being a serious problem for Hamilton this year, and it will definitely be in Spain next week, as the team engineers are still incapable to find a way to increase the speed on track or decrease porpoising. As a consequence, Lewis Hamilton may lose the chance to break a world record and be the first Formula 1 driver to win 7 races in Barcelona, knowing that the list of racers who won in that circuit includes some of the biggest names in Formula 1 history, as Mansell, Prost, Hill, Schumacher, Häkkinen, Raikkonen, Alonso, Vettel, Hamilton, and Red Bull's young talent Max Verstappen. The team programmed some modeling this weekend, but the team principal Toto Wolff thinks that Mercedes is flying in the fog a little bit. Wolff said that there is potential in the car, but they don't understand how to unlock this potential. It's a car that is super difficult to drive, and on the edge dipping in and out of the performance window, more out than in, and dissecting the data with a scalpel is just a painful process because it takes a very long time, and as a matter of fact, the data sometimes doesn't show what the drivers tell us. Certainly they have their hands full with a car that is not all comfortable to drive, or nice to drive, or predictable to drive, but the data doesn't show this big swing. We haven't had this situation before, but it just doesn't correlate with what we see on the screen with what the drivers feels, that making it even more difficult. On the other side, Ferrari, who have been showing a great performance this year and being in competition with Red Bull, the title holder since the beginning of the season, might be looking for a first win in Barcelona for their driver Charles Leclerc, who's currently on top of the championship with 104 points and has already 2 race wins. Would this year's Formula 1 sixth round in Barcelona be exciting as we are waiting for? Between a new world record for Hamilton or a new win for Verstappen, will the W13 stop the 7 times world champion to enter history? Or may the Silver Arrows find a way to improve their cars' functioning for next week? Fittipaldi, the Formula 1 legend, had previously talked about the issue Mercedes is facing while it has the same engine like McLaren, but Silver Arrows didn't look as fast as them. McLaren are currently 4th in the Constructors' Championship, and their driver Norris, the 7th in the Drivers' Championship, was just 1 point behind the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. Norris has been recently asked by Racing News about Mercedes whether he was actually surprised of them outperforming his own team in America. He answered, "I wouldn't say surprised. This track has a lot of slow speed corners, and Mercedes have been one of the best cars on the grid in slow speed since day one. I guess they just figured out a bit more this weekend and maximized their car's potential a bit more, so I'm not surprised. It's been the same in Formula 1 for years. Some weekends your car suits one track and the other time it suits another car." We will wait until next week to see if Mercedes team will raise the challenge and be back to fight for their records. See you next time.